When parallel parked, your vehicle may be no more than. Fill in the blank. From the curb. A. 1 foot. B. 6 inches. C. 3 inches. D. 2 feet. A. 1 foot. When parallel parked, your vehicle should be no more than 1 foot from the curb. Be sure surrounding vehicles have room to leave their parking spaces. As you drive, you're required to stop your vehicle A. At an intersection with a stop sign. B. Where there is a red light. C. When a traffic officer orders you to stop. D. All of the above. D. All of the above. Situations where motorists are required to stop include approaching intersections with stop signs, approaching intersections where a red light is either flashing or illuminated, or any time when a traffic officer orders your vehicle to stop. A driver may park in a space reserved for people with disabilities if the vehicle displays the proper license plates. A. Regardless of who is in the vehicle. B. And only if the driver is disabled. C. And as carrying the disabled person named on the registration. D. And someone in the driver's immediate family is disabled. C. And as carrying the disabled person named on the registration. To park in a space reserved for people with disabilities, the vehicle must be in operation to transport the disabled person named on the registration or permit. This sign means A. School zone or crossing. B. Pedestrian crossing. C. Railroad ahead. A. School zone or crossing. A 5-sided yellow or yellow-green sign alerts drivers to either a school zone or school crossing.
Want to ace your DMV test? Click on the link below and get your guaranteed cheat sheet.
When passing, you should move back into the right lane when A. You are one vehicle length ahead of the passed vehicle. B. You can see both headlights of the passed vehicle in your rearview mirror. C. You are 50 feet ahead of the passed vehicle. B. You can see both headlights of the passed vehicle in your rearview mirror. Do not pass unless you have enough space to return to the driving lane. Before you return to the driving lane, be sure you have enough room between yourself and the vehicle you have passed. When you can see both headlights of the passed vehicle in your rearview mirror, it is safe to return to the driving lane. Bicyclists differ from motorists in that they aren't required to A. Obey the same traffic laws. B. Signal all turns. C. Report accidents resulting in serious injury. D. Insure the bicycle. D. Insure the bicycle. Bicyclists are required to obey the same rules of the road as motor vehicle drivers. Any bicycle crash that causes death or serious injury must be reported to the DMV within 10 days of the incident. This is a fill in the blank sign. A. Stop. B. Wrong way. C. Yield. D. Do not enter. C. Yield. This triangular sign is a yield sign. When you see this sign, you must slow down to check for traffic and yield the right of way to pedestrians and approaching cross traffic. Stop only if it is necessary to do so. You want to back out of your driveway. You see children playing nearby. Before you start to move your car, you should A. Rev your engine to warn the children that you are moving. B. Sound your horn so the children will hear you. C. Walk to the back of the car to be sure the way is clear. D. Tell the children to stay away from the driveway. C. Walk to the back of the car to be sure the way is clear. When you back up a vehicle, look through your back window for pedestrians and other obstacles. Do not rely only on your mirrors, especially when children are near. Before you back into or out of a driveway, get out of the vehicle and check behind your vehicle. When passing another vehicle, you should return to your original lane when A. You can see both headlights of the passed vehicle in your rear-view mirror. B. You have cleared the front bumper of the passed vehicle. C. You are 50 feet in front of the passed vehicle. A. You can see both headlights of the passed vehicle in your rear-view mirror. When passing another vehicle, move back into your original lane only when you can see the passed vehicle's headlights in your rear-view mirror. This ensures that you will have enough room to safely pull back in front of the other vehicle. When approaching a traffic signal displaying a flashing yellow arrow, drivers A. should merge into a lane in the direction of the arrow. B. should come to a complete stop. C. may turn left after yielding to oncoming traffic and pedestrians. D. have the right of way and may expect oncoming traffic to stop for them. C. may turn left after yielding to oncoming traffic and pedestrians. A flashing yellow arrow indicates that left turns are allowed in the direction of the arrow. However, the oncoming traffic has a green light and you must yield to oncoming traffic and pedestrians. You should drive on the shoulder to pass a car. A. If the vehicle ahead of you is turning left. B. Under no circumstances. C. If the shoulder is wide enough. B. Under no circumstances. Passing on the right is permissible only if it is possible to do so without driving off the roadway. Never pass another vehicle on the shoulder because the other driver will not expect you to be there and may pull off the road. As your speed increases, it is important to A. turn on your headlights. B. look well ahead of your vehicle. C. change lanes frequently. B. look well ahead of your vehicle. Your vehicle's stopping distance increases as your speed increases. When driving at high speeds, it is important to look well ahead of your vehicle to allow yourself space to safely react to hazardous situations. A stop sign is shaped like A. rectangle. B. square. C. circle. D. octagon. D. octagon. An octagonal shape is used only for stop signs. All 8-sided signs tell drivers to come to a complete stop before proceeding. You are driving along a street and hear a siren. You cannot immediately see the emergency vehicle. You should A. keep driving until you see the vehicle. B. pull to the curb and look to see if it is on your street. C. slow down. Don't stop until you see it. D. speed up and turn at the next intersection. B. pull to the curb and look to see if it is on your street. If you hear a siren or an air horn close by but do not know exactly where the emergency vehicle is, safely pull over to the right side of the road and stop until you are sure it is not headed toward you. Fatigue increases the risk of A. missing an exit. B. being late for an appointment. C. falling asleep behind the wheel and crashing. C. Falling asleep behind the wheel and crashing. Fatigue causes errors related to speed and distance, increases your risk of being in a crash, and causes you to take more time to make decisions. When you are fatigued, you could fall asleep behind the wheel and crash, injuring or killing yourself or others. When a school bus is stopped ahead on your side of the road with its red lights flashing, you must A. Slow to a speed no faster than 10 miles per hour. B. Stop until the lights stop flashing. C. Change lanes and pass cautiously. B. Stop until the lights stop flashing. The flashing overhead lights and stop arm on a school bus will be activated when the bus is stopped to load or unload students. If approaching a bus using these signals, you may not proceed until the red lights have stopped flashing and the stop arm has been retracted. Never pass a school bus that is dropping off or picking up students. This sign means A. Side road. B. Low clearance. C. Merging traffic. D. Prepare to stop. A. Side road. Warning signs prepare drivers for upcoming road conditions and hazards and are usually yellow with black markings. This sign tells drivers to be aware of potential traffic entering from an upcoming side road. A 5-ounce glass of wine contains the same amount of alcohol as A. 1 pint of whiskey. B. 1 12-ounce can of beer. C. A gallon of wine. D. A 6-pack of beer. B. 1 12-ounce can of beer. A 5-ounce glass of wine 12% alcohol, a 12-ounce can or bottle of beer, and 1.5 ounces of 86-proof liquor all contain approximately the same amount of alcohol. A person's ability to drive will be equally impaired by the same amount of alcohol no matter what kind of alcoholic beverage they drink. What does alcohol do to your driving skills and judgment? A. It helps driving skills but harms your judgment. B. It harms both driving skills and judgment. C. It has no effect on either driving skills or judgment. D. It has no effect on judgment but it harms driving skills. B. It harms both driving skills and judgment. Alcohol negatively affects many skills needed for safe driving, including your reaction time and ability to see clearly. It can also harm your judgment of speed and distance, lower your inhibitions, and make you more prone to taking chances. This sign means A. Pedestrians only. B. Intersection ahead. C. Hiking trails ahead. D. School crossing ahead. D. School crossing ahead. This sign indicates that a school crossing is ahead.